Hey, what's up everyone? It's Lucy O'Brien here to break down the Dishonored 2 official E3 gameplay trailer. Let's get right into it. Now, this is the first shot we see. This is the Dreadful Whale, which is the new base of operations for Emily and Corvo. You'll remember in the first game it was the Hound Pits pub. Now it's this boat here. Alright, here we have our first look at Corvo, a much older Corvo because Dishonored 2 is set 15 years later, and we are in Dunwall. We start off Dishonored 2 in Dunwall. So we're remembering Emily's mother here, who was killed in the first game. The game begins in Dunwall, and basically everything goes to hell, and then you will travel to your next location, which is here. So just going back very, very quickly, Emily is the Empress now, but something goes wrong. Now, we're not entirely sure what is going wrong, but someone is trying to frame her for something, and she is basically on the run since from then. This is our first glimpse at Karnaca. Now, Karnaca is a very southern-kissed, gorgeous city, a lot brighter than Dunwall was, and basically, you know, it's a mining city, really. So these little rails that they look like rails, but they're actually sort of helping to catch all the salt and troutland and traverse the salt to the ground, basically. This is your first glimpse at bloodflies. Now, bloodflies, these are replacing Dunwall's rats. So these guys are very vicious in packs. They're not so bad on their own, but in packs they're deadly. And they also are attracted to corpses. That is where they build their nests. So the more people you kill in Dishonored 2, the more you're going to have to contend with these nasty little fellows. Another gorgeous shot of Karnaca there. It's still a whaling town, so whale oil is still a thing. There is a nice big dead whale. Another shot of the gorgeous boat that you will be staying on. But yes, it is still a whaling town. So there are those sort of things like that will return from the first game, like the walls of light and the whale oil. Now here is your first glimpse at sort of the seedy underbelly of Karnaca. Karnaca is under the boot of the brutish Duke of Sarkonos, and he is basically causing a hell of a lot of friction and, you know, basically causing all of the citizens to sort of break into factions. So you're going to have to kind of contend with, here we go, so this is a Guard of Sarkonos just being a real meanie. Here things are going wrong for a Corvo. Basically, this is obviously, now I'm not sure who this character is, but this is when things start going wrong. And this is obviously the moment where Emily and Corvo decide, okay, we are not trusted. No one, you know, there is something, we are going to be betrayed by our people. We are going to have to escape, and they do. And I believe basically after this moment, you can actually choose to play as Corvo or Emily after that very moment. Okay, so just a quick glimpse at some of Corvo's powers here. He's using bend time, and he is just stop time entirely. There's a glimpse at wind blast, and he's just choked that guy out. And here he is just not choking anyone out, he's just being really lethal. Now, Corvo's powers have been extended in a very interesting way. Instead of just going from strength to strength as they did in the first Dishonored, now you can sort of branch them out using sort of skill trees. So really you can tailor these powers far more to your own tastes, which is very cool. Glimpse at the void there, that is returned from the original Dishonored, as the outsider will also return. And, you know, that's been overhauled a little bit as well. Now, this guy is very cool. He has a pipe for a hand. If you zoom in there, you will see that he has lost his thumb, and he has crafted a pipe onto his hand. I mean, you know, he's got a bad smoking habit, this guy. Alright, so here is your first look at the Clockwork Soldier. Now, Clockwork Soldiers are very deadly. They can only be attacked from the side. As you can see, they're armored at back in front. They also have 2 points of vision, 2 cones of vision. So really, basically, you have to attack them from the side or from above. They are incredibly deadly. They replace the tall boys from the original Dishonored, and are much more deadly by all accounts. Alright, quick look at the gorgeous verticality of Karnaca. Harvey Smith was very keen to note that Karnaca is going to be, like, you're going to be going across the rooftops a lot more. They've really built it upwards. Okay, so this is a glimpse at one of Emily's new powers. This is Shadow Walk. She can basically turn into this kind of shadow-like creature and basically stealth around in this form and cause chaos, as you can see. This is Emily's Far Reach. It's kind of like Blink, but it's actually more of a pull power. So this is a more advanced version of Far Reach, where she can actually drag a body towards her and just totally cause havoc. And there she is, taking out a Clockwork Soldier from above. So Emily's powers are very cool. This is actually my favorite. So this is Domino. What you can do with Domino is you can link the fate of a bad guy to a bunch of other bad guys. So you can see how they're linked there with that light. As you can see, she kills one guy, and look, 4 of them drop. Now that is obviously, you know, quite an upgraded version of Far Reach. It's not going to be that powerful from the get-go, but again, it's going to be very powerful once you've upgraded it fully. Now here, this is Emily falling, and this is, yeah, a little shot. It looks like the Void, and she is grabbed by the Outsider. And this is again the mark of the Outsider and her ring. Oh, okay, here we go. This is Mesmerized. This is another one of Emily's very cool powers. Basically, she can create this portal and hypnotize these guys. They just can't stop staring at it. And, you know, I was talking to Harvey Smith about this, and he basically said, listen, you know, it looks kind of horrible, but they actually kind of enjoy it. They just stand there and gaze, and they sort of, you know, they find it really romantic. Like, they can't look away. And I think that's kind of cool. And basically, once you know, that power is sort of over, they don't remember. So it's all gone. They don't remember it at all. That's one of the sort of the keepers who walk around, like, who skulk around the Bloodfly traps. I have no idea why they would want to do that. The Bloodfly nests, rather. I have no idea why they would want to do that. But basically, if you stumble across a Bloodfly nest, it's likely that you're going to have to contend with these crazy dudes as well. The heart is back, and there is the mark of the Outsider. And that is it for our Rewind Theatre of Dishonored 2's E3 gameplay trailer. Keep it locked to IGN this E3 for everything Dishonored 2.